Jamie Foxx will do anything to protect his daughter, Corinne.
Everything that I do, I consistently think of my daughter.
But when he was rushed to the hospital with a mysterious medical emergency, he couldn't defend her. Rumors started swirling that Jamie was on his deathbed, and the world turned on Corinne, demanding answers. Corinne tried to set the record straight, but people accused her of lying and hiding the truth. Jamie's worst fear has come true, and everyone is attacking Corinne, but he can't protect her. Will Corinne be able to protect Jamie like he protected her?
I remember taking my daughter to Paris with her boyfriend. I said, y'all have a date? I come get in the car, she by herself crying. I said, what's wrong with you? Come to find out, she said the dude left her because they got into an argument. I hit my phone, I said, Dad, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting him out of here. She says, Dad, you're ruining everything. I said, hey, listen, somebody love you. They're not gonna leave you anywhere. You know what she said? Dad, you got 2 daughters from 2 different women. What you know?
Like most dads, when Corinne started dating, Jamie tried to protect her from getting hurt.
My daughter didn't know that I had already ran a background check on her boyfriend. He comes to the crib, and Snoop happens to be there. And I said, Snoop, there he is right there. Shake him up.
It was rough. I mean, he was knocking on doors, and he was coming to people's homes, threatening this kid to the death.
The underlying meaning of it was she's got people that really love her.
Jamie was taught that loving someone meant protecting them at any cost.
When he was just 7 months old, his parents split up and left Jamie to be raised by his grandmother.
But my grandmother made sure I had every opportunity to cultivate the talents that I had. Those are my heroes. There was one particular instance where, somebody did something bad to me, and I'm outside crying, and my grandma says, come on, we're gonna walk down to the house. So as we're walking, she puts on a muumuu, but the muumuu was swinging like this. She had a pistol in there and knocked on the door with the pistol and says, listen, this boy right here is special. He got a talent, and ain't nobody gonna mess it up. I watched that, and I said, oh, my grandmother had so much love for me that she was actually willing to go to jail. She taught me that you gotta be willing to go to jail to make sure that your kids are good, metaphorically.
But when Jamie became a dad, he thought that spoiling Corinne made up for being away.
We talked to grind around. Sometimes that personal life would keep me away from my daughter. And then I would come home and Disneyland, come on, eat the cotton candy. Let Mickey Mouse fix it.
And I felt like he really didn't understand me.
But Corinne needed more from Jamie. She needed him to be present with her.
My daughter, we had to go to therapy. She was like, this is what we need. So there I am at the therapist, and what do? I try to Jamie Foxx. I try to overtalk it, and the therapist just looked at me and said, hey, be quiet. Let your daughter talk. And my daughter looked at me and said, Dad, I ain't like you. I haven't liked you for a while. She said, all of the Disneyland, all of the money, all those things, that's great, but I need to see you. I felt like it was a substitute. I felt like you were trying to make up for lost time, and I was. Like, I was away working because I was trying to pursue my dream. It caved me in. I know she don't deserve that. And now thinking back in my life, the emotional pothole I had with my biological parents who weren't around, I'm like, you gotta do the right thing.
By being overprotective of Corinne, Jamie realized he'd been hurting her. He knew he had to save their relationship before it was too late.
The absolute fear inside of all dads' heart that they're gonna blow it, that they're gonna mess it up for their kid. That's what we all live under. I changed the way I move. She's with me all the time, strengthening that bond, being there, being present. I protect this one, but at the same time, she's smart enough, she's old enough to understand, and you gotta let them live their life. Those types of moments, it needs to be an opportunity for my daughters to have a voice. I listen.
And when Corinne needed Jamie, he was able to be there for her.
Because I'd struggled with anxiety since I was 14, there was a point in which I got overwhelmed by it. I can't look at the news for a few days, and I can't, this is just too much to handle.
Even if you don't know how to go about it, you always show up and you always support me. And I think that's all that matters.
But when Jamie was rushed to the hospital, Corinne was left without his protection. The media went wild with speculations about his health.
Jamie Foxx suffered a medical emergency. We don't know exactly what happened.
There are rumors that he was on life support. In my mind, it screams death. He's been in the hospital for far too long.
And when Corinne spoke out to set the record straight, everyone turned on her.
Jamie's daughter, Corinne, shared a message on Instagram saying that her dad was already on his way to recovery.
Corinne is lying through her teeth.
Giving us falsified information, Miss Liar.
But Corinne had learned from her dad, and it was her turn to protect him while she helped him through his recovery.
Sad to see how the media runs wild.
My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating.
Jamie Foxx to host new game show with daughter Corinne after leaving hospital following medical complication.
At 27, she's running my company. She's the producer on my show. She just wrote on drama for TV, and you got each other's back.
I'm just so lucky that I get to work with him, and he really has taken me under his wing, but he also lets me fly and lets me do my own thing.
I always tell you, you can soar to the highest height because you got it. It's inside of you, and it's great to be able to sit back and watch that unfold.